Welcome to Quality Education. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step guide and procedure to buy a new house in Finland. If you're planning to buy a house in Finland, this video is for you because I will explain the entire procedure in 5 basic steps where you can see yourself how to initiate the process, how it progresses. This is really important to know the process because if you have the information, you know the steps, then it's easy for you to go through it. So let's get into the process. Step number 1 is securing the financing. This is the important step. Initially, you need to assess yourself. First, you need to make a plan, of course, that we need to buy the house. Usually in Finland, we all know that if you want to buy the house, you need to have 5% to 10% of the payment. Some banks require 5%, others require 10%. But I came to know that, if you have a permanent residency in Finland, the banks can also offer you on 0% down payment. If you are less than 5 years, for example, in our case, we have been here less than 3 years, almost 2.5 years, so bank did not offer us on 0%. Initially, when we tried through the bank, it was rejected. It was last year. But this time the bank approved because we applied with the minimum 5% of the payment. We contacted the bank and had our mortgage approval ready. So in the first step, you need to secure the finances where you need to call the bank, contact the bank, explain to them how much money you have. And the bank also requires collateral, 70% of the payment. So the bank will discuss with you everything. They're going to send you the offer. Once you call them, you book an appointment with them. So they're going to explain to you everything. For example, the house you have chosen is like 250,000 euro or 200,000 euros. So you can ask the bank, then you need this amount of money, 250,000. So bank is ready to give you that amount of money. Once you have this one, your financing is done, you are settled with the bank, then you can go to the second step. So the second step is property search. Actually, you already have information. You might have searched, so many houses. Some houses are nice, you like and you are interested to take them. But of course, you need to go and check the house. If you see the condition of the house, then you make your mind, to purchase it. So in order for that to happen, you will contact the agent. Of course, for every property or the house, there is an assigned agent, who have the keys. They can show you the house. So once you call them, the first thing they're going to ask you, do you have the pre-approved mortgage from the bank, or the bank is ready to give you a loan? So this will be the first question they're going to ask you. So if you have that in hand, of course, straight away you can go and check the house. They can go with you and they can show you the house easily, how many houses that you want to check. Then second thing, once you check the house, the agent will send you some documents, related to the house, related to the property, their certificates, and also, the documents related to the land, construction and repairs, done recently. All those documents, the maintenance work that they have been doing. So all these documents will be sent to you in your email. So you can carefully review all the documents to make sure that, the property is okay, everything is intact. The maintenance work has been done recently. And there is nothing, active that has to be done immediately, within months or something like that. So in the second step, property search, where you will check the property, check the house yourself physically, and then you also check the documents. So once you have done this, then you will go for the inspection, or in Finland we call it kuntotarkastus. It is also sometimes required from the bank. They ask you to do it to see, the insides of the house, regarding the constructions and everything. In kuntotarkastus, you have to ask for the services from outside. They check the house thoroughly, humidity and everything. For example, in my case, the agent asked me, do you want to do it? Of course, it's very important to do. So I asked for it. So we asked for the service. It costs around 2,000 euro, but in our case, it was like almost 1,600 euro. The bill came to us for the tarkastus. And I paid 50%, and the 50% was paid by the landlord or the owner of the house, the seller. So it is like that. 50% of the amount of the kuntotarkastus is paid by the buyer and 50% by the seller. So once you have done the kuntotarkastus, it means, the house is perfect. So if there are some findings, for example, they find some immediate things that need to be fixed, they can tell you on the spot that these things need to be fixed. and that can also be agreed with the seller, because seller will be present there physically, and the buyer, the person who buys the house, will also be present during the Kunto Tarkastos. So he's going to give you also the verbal reports that these are his findings that need to be immediately fixed, or both of you guys can agree on if you want to fix it yourself or the seller is going to fix for you. So if you don't agree on that, of course you can tell him to fix it, or later on you can bargain on the price, to go ahead and fix those things. But you will also receive the detailed report of the inspection of the Kunto Tarkastos in a week, time. He's going to send you the PDF document of all the detailed inspection that he has done in your email and in his email. So once you have that document, that means the house is perfect. Sometimes in our case, for example, the bank said that it's not needed. It's absolutely fine because they have seen all the reports that earlier I had sent to them. Here comes the step number 4, making an offer. In this step, the agent will make an offer. He's going to draft a deed of sale where all the detail, of the discussion or the bargaining and everything in the final price will be mentioned there. So deed of sale, once he will complete, he's going to send you your email, and also of course to the seller. You can download it, print it, read it carefully, and highlight the points that you want to discuss also, or anything to be corrected, he can correct it because he's going to make it himself in his computer with his format. But usually the information is clear, because you will be discussing the things with each other, and the price and stuff. So this is the 4th step. Carefully review it, read it, and send your agreement in the email to the agent that you agree with all the terms and conditions or whatever mentioned in the offer that he has made. 5th step is finishing the deal. Drafted deed of sale, agent will submit through Deas Palvelo or Deas system. So this document will go there with all the agreements and everything. Deas is a digital system. Of course, all the documentations are legally, the legal documentations are done there through the system, electronic system. You don't need to be physically present there for everything. So what will happen once you log in with your credentials? So you will receive, of course, the link to it. Once you click the link, log in with your bank credentials, and you can see inside there are 4 steps where you can see the progress as well. The first step is preparation. In preparation phase, of course, it takes 2 to 3 days, to review all the documents. Then once it is done, you can check it every day, or every other day, what's happening. And you will also receive the message that, you're already in the next step, or, you have something pending to do. So once preparation is done, all the paperwork is done there in the DIA system, then the second step will be signatures. So you again go through your, click the link, go through your bank credentials, log into the system, and you can just electronically sign it. You don't need to go anywhere to talk to anybody, just sign it. But of course you can read and download again the document that you're going to sign. It will be the same document that the drafted deed of sale will be now the actual deed of sale. So the same document, in their format, you're gonna receive it, sign it. So once you sign it, you can also see that the person seller, he has signed already or no. If he hasn't signed it, of course he's gonna sign it in a day or 2. So once he signed it, he can see there also that you signed it, and if you sign, then of course he can see it also. So it's kind of digital system and everybody can monitor it. So once you sign, both of you sign, then the third step is payment. Payment will be done by the bank. Bank is going to pay the whole amount that you decided to the seller, and of course you have your own communication with the bank. You have your own process, and everything is done by phone or by emails. You don't need to go and physically wait there in the lines, or it's like hassle free, the entire process. So once the bank will transfer all amount of money to them, the day he receives his money, then the next step will be finalizing the deal. The deal will finish, and the system will close in the Deas Palvelo. Means all the 4 steps are done. He received the money, he approved it. Then he's going to call you on the same day. Hey, come here and get the key. The house is yours. So you go and take the key and start living it. He's going to endorse to you the things that he wants to tell you, about the services and stuff like that. But actually you will already know it from the day 1. When you visit the house, they're going to show you everything that belongs to you, like post box, the parking space, the garbage area that you need to throw the garbage, and the surrounding area, what services that you can use. So everything will be explained to you on the day one when you go and do the house, or during the punta tarkastas also, you can see the things and ask them everything. And at this point also, if you have some questions that you want to ask, you can still ask him. He will tell you, he will answer you. You can have his numbers, and of course you can contact with him later also if you have any question or any concerns. So this was the entire process in 5 steps. If you initiate process today, it takes almost a month to complete this entire process. So if you have planned to buy the house, so don't delay it. Just go through the process. The entire process I have explained to you. The step one is calling the bank and getting the mortgage approved, and discussing the collateral, number one. Step two, go check the house. You like the house. If you don't like, go to the another one, check that you are comfortable with. So check the house, decide. And in the third step, ask for the kuntatar custos. You in the fourth step, drafting the deed of sale, bargaining and everything on the price. And the fifth step, through de aspalvelo, electronically you can assign it, and then the deal will be done. If you have any question or any comment, please drop down in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.